And now we're joined by Mr. Gino Reynolds from The Real Opinion, who went and saw Skyfall already. You got to see it before everyone else.
You know, well, there's lots of us from the viewing area that got to see it. We sent over 80 people. So
Excellent, okay.
I'm going to say not the best Bond film of all time, but pretty darn close.
Okay, excellent.
I still love Casino Royale the best, but this one is very good. Daniel Craig is at his best. Channels a little bit of Sean Connery, I think, this time around with the swagger and the confidence and the alcohol and you know, I have to expect him to be sitting in a chair with a cigarette in his mouth saying, "It's a Smith & Wesson, you've had your six."
Right, yeah.
I loved him in it. I love the fact they made him more complicated this time around. He's not just the quote-unquote blunt object. He actually gets to have a little fun with the role. The humor is back. There's a lot of play to old school Bond in this. They're kind of trying to bring some more things back in that are definitely welcome. I'm not going to give away. I mean, the Q branch, you know that's coming back,
okay,
but without the totally goofy gadgets.
All right.
But the Q branch is back, and that's awesome. And some other things they've brought back where you're wondering where they were at, and now they're back, and I liked it.
Let's talk a little bit about Javier Bardem as the villain. I know he's played a villain in No Country for Old Men. Excellent in that, very creepy. And is he similar? I mean, is it sort of a similar air?
He's extremely creepy in this movie. Very intelligent, very creepy. Just he's a very confusing character. He has a scene with Bond, and I love putting it this way. It makes you wonder what Bond has done for Queen and country,
okay,
and you'll get it when you see it. I loved him in it. He was very complicated. Had a very good storyline which involved M. So I loved what he did in it. He's definitely very classic type Bond villain and you know, they've kind of just gotten into the regular type of villain lately. He gets more into the eccentric type, which brings back memories of guys like Goldfinger and Dr. No. Maybe not as goofy, but just complicated and interesting.
Right, and people who saw Quantum of Solace, the previous movie, and they're kind of jaded maybe on that, they should still go see this.
Well, even Daniel Craig was jaded on Quantum of Solace because he had to help write it with the director as it was going. It was during the writer's strike. He admitted that he didn't like it, and I won't quote him because I'll get fired. But this movie makes up for everything every problem that Quantum of Solace had. I even still like Quantum of Solace. Very complicated movie. But like I said, they even admit it was complicated. This one makes up for it. Like I said, one of the best Bond films of all time.
All right, thank you so much for being with us,
Thank you.
Gino, and we'll see you at the movies. We'll be right back.